In this video, we're going to discuss the universal collective, this global energy for the Gemini new moon 2025. Welcome and greetings. Thank you for tuning in and watching or listening. My name is Edward, psychic medium, animal communicator, your soul messenger host, assisting us all, including myself, to live, love, and manifest the life that our soul intended for us to live this lifetime. Let's get busy. And this is all about the mind, the mindset, and not letting it get in our way. We're talking ourselves out of something. All right. So, quick introduction. Go to my website, edwardragosta.community. Link readings. That's where you'll be able to make an appointment with me, depending on where I am, because there might be some movement during this lunar month, but always by telephone and Zoom, online Zoom. Current rates will be there as well. And also go to my website, link Medium Tarot TV. This video will be there. All the current videos will be there whenever you visit. And the accompanying theme healing songs, and where you can subscribe for more videos, daily videos, insight, foresight, make it your best life moving forward. Medium Tarot TV Plus, feed your soul. All right, let's get to it. So, let's just dive right in. So we're gonna pick up where we left off from the zodiac year 2025 energy, which started March 29th, 2025, and I think it runs through like April 16th, 2026. And then also the solar month energy for Gemini 2025, which began May 20th. And then we're going to jump right in with the current week energy. And it's going to be the strongest May 26th through June 2nd, though everything discussed here is in influence for this entire lunar month. And in this case, May 26th through June 24th, 2025. So this is an interesting way to start. This can go one of two things. The actual energy that I attribute to it is new, N-E-W. Person, place, thing, experience, definitely mindset when we get to it, but it's being open to new experiences. Since life is constant change, and then the other option for this energy is what I call battle weary, being energetically exhausted, tired, weary from situations, circumstances, past or present. So we're going to find out if we are ready for new, ready for Freddy, as I like to say, or if we are in our own way, basically. Because this is a signal from the universe to keep moving forward. It's going to mean different things for different people, depending on our situation. But we're being encouraged to expand our horizons, especially our mindset, when we get to it. So let's be open to new. I say, even if you do little things that are new, it will enhance your experience. Try different food. I was going to say, I wouldn't say try a different route to work unless you allow a lot of extra time, right? But you should always have an alternative route anyway, just in case. So maybe that's something you should look into. Go to a different restaurant, different shop. Seek a new experience. All right. Soul growth, evolution, name of the game. This will assist us. All right. Then the day energy. So we start off the day with the moon in Taurus. The moon goes void, of course, at 9:52 a.m. Eastern. The moon enters Gemini at 1:21 p.m. Eastern, and then the new moon in Gemini is at 11:02 p.m. Eastern, just the time to where you are on the globe. Color of the day is silver. Let's see the silver lining, and it is Memorial Day. Happy Memorial Day. Now, I always find when there's a day of full moon, new moon, eclipse, solar month, when there's a shift of the moon signs, I feel we start off whatever cycle of time, one energy, then shifts to the other. So we really have to be careful with the moon, starting the day with the moon in Taurus, that we don't have our heels digged in too tight or too stubborn not to see another perspective. That's coming to mind. And then with the moon in Gemini, Gemini is known as the twins. I always think we should have two options. One example would be two sources of income, or perhaps you want a second living space location, maybe one for vacation, one for everyday living. Of course, it can mean a lot of different things, but think two. Always two options, not just one. All right. So obviously, we might start off a little bit constricted, but then we expand as the lunar month goes on, progresses. Now, the day energy. This is what I call the soul's journey. It's a 3-week crash course of the soul. We go through this about 4 times each calendar year. And when we do, for about 3 weeks, and when we do, if we get one of the lessons, acknowledge, absorb one of the lessons, then we are so ahead of the game. Now, this current cycle is from May 24th through June 14th. So this energy has to do with the planet Venus. Arts, aesthetic, nature, beauty. And the planet Venus is the goddess of love. So we might be, some people might need healing or closure from a relationship. And some people just might be ready for Freddy or ready for the next. Next. Wherever we are, we are. But it doesn't just have to be love, it can also be just life. Sometimes we get blah. That's where the new experience would come in. That's where a different mental perspective would come in. That's the next energy. But this is, in itself, this is an energy to embrace anything to do with the arts. I feel music is extremely healing. Commune with nature. Get yourself out and about in nature. Element of choice. So I see the element of water as an ocean or a lake or a pond. The element of earth would be the forest or the woods. Element of air would be the mountains. And the element of fire would be a desert. There are, of course, variations of, but that's the. And the element of spirit is meditating, as far as I'm concerned. All right. Though there are other forms, of course, to energetically connect with the higher vibration, higher dimension, higher self, higher mind, our soul being, and the universe. So this can really be our saving grace, if you will, if needed. Okay? Embrace whatever inspires you. Anything to do with the arts, nature, aesthetic, beauty. Mm, okay. And then we have, as the psychic insight theme for this Gemini new moon, we have the Gemini new moon at 6 degrees. And I'll say all the astrological associations, I'll leave them all, put them all together. Now, this is an energy of, well, first of all, if you're astrologically inclined, look to see where 6 degrees Gemini is in your chart. That's where the focus is going to be on. And then 6 signs, the opposite of Gemini, would be where the shadow aspect is. It always is. Every new full moon, eclipse, it's always a shadow. Sometimes we want to go there, sometimes we don't. We might be lovingly forced to go there if we get stuck in our mind, or if taken to the extreme, we feel trapped in a situation, circumstance, hopefully not relationship, though it could be this time, or just having to do with love in general or life in general, person, place, thing. So this is very much a mindset, okay? We all experience loss, of course. It's part of the human experience. Hopefully, we're growing and evolving. But given all the energies, I'm thinking, let it be. The Beatles, let it go. Frozen Disney. Again, it could be person, place, thing. Some of us might need to set the reset button. If that is the case, then see how far you have come or how much you have learned since what I call the Great Reset or the Global Reset of March 29th, when we, Aries New Moon, the launch of Zodiac Year 2025. Of course, seek counsel or tea and sympathy if that is needed. There's no shame. Everyone has everyone goes there. Some just do it behind closed doors, but everyone goes there. All right. Now, before I move on, I'm going to say all the astrological associations. For the zodiac year, we have Virgo, sun signs, activated, empowered, and triggered. And if you have the placement of Jupiter in Pisces, and that is from March 29th, 2025 through April 16th, 2026. And then for the solar month, but everything mentioned here is in influence through June 24th, at least. The current solar month is Zodiac Cancer. They're activated, empowered, and triggered as well. Zodiac Cancer sun signs. And if you have the placement of Mercury in Aquarius. For the week energy, that was Moon in Sagittarius. So Sagittarius moon signs are activated, empowered, and triggered. For the day energy, it was represented by the planet Venus. So you might want to see where the planet Venus is in your astrological chart for some additional information, insight, foresight. And I feel it represents our emotions. And then the psychic insight theme is Jupiter in Gemini. If you have that placement, you're activating, empowered, and triggered as well. Now, I'm going to give you some new moon suggestions for manifesting if you like to work with the new moon. Some people like to work with the new moon, some people prefer to work with the full moon, or both. So I would say you can ask for assistance if you need to move forward. Keep moving forward. Move forward get past something, go beyond your self-inflicted limitations, which we all do. Self-inflicted. So let's put it this way. If we think something's possible, odds are it is. If we think something is not possible, not possible. Because we'll sabotage it somewhere along the lines. That's the way the mind works. So belief is important. We can ask for assistance with bringing in new or being open to new experiences. Person, place, thing. The day energy is accessing our emotions, being open to love, which can be just with life, right? It doesn't have to be romance, but it can be. And then with that psychic insight theme energy, I would say ask for assistance in getting out of our own way. I used to call myself a professional worrier without a paycheck. Now I'm a professional worrier with a paycheck. It's better, but I'm good at worrying. And a lot of people are. But we have to keep it in check, otherwise it just wreaks havoc. All right, so those are some things to work on if you want to work with the universal energy. All right, now the theme healing song, which is my favorite, and the key words that I received was give in to love. And again, this could be romance or life. Just give in, meaning acceptance, allowance. Then I also got the word surrender, but I don't mean surrender as in white flag surrender. Surrender is more allowing, acceptance. That's how I'm seeing it at this point. It could be surrender to love, could be. Life, or we might need to run or walk away from someone, or we might need to let someone in and not let our past rain on our parade. All right. Because, we all have had unfortunate circumstances in the past with love, and we don't want it to alter the rest of our lives. So we came up with 3 different songs. Probably the main one is going to be, because of the set of energies, Feel Again. That was released 2013 by OneRepublic. That is a healing energy. It's a opening of the mind, of the heart energy. There's another song called Never Surrender, released 1985 by Hart. And that's just letting us encouragement. Don't give in. Don't give up on your dream. And closure if need be to move forward. And then there's the song Breakout, 1986 by Swing Out Sister. Because we might just need to break through or break out of our mind, limitations of our mind. I always tell people not to think like a human because it's very limiting. Think more like a spiritual being, much more possibilities. So there you have it. So it's different states of mind or being. Listen to all 3 and whatever resonates at this time. And perhaps throughout this lunar month, hopefully we will all progress and basically not get in our own way. All right. So thank you for joining us. Hope to see you soon in another video or telephone, Zoom reading online, or in person, depending on where I am location-wise. All right. So until next time, we're going to feel again. We're never going to surrender. And perhaps break out. Take care.